Give me the paper towel over there, please.
Nancy Zarzar was calling you.
Yeah. That's my mama.
Hey, Grandma was calling you.
I'm live right now, though. Let me just spill water right here accidentally.
Oh,
Spill,
you put a lot.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Spill that in the sink, please. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it. All
and
right.
I'm his daughter.
All right, that's Treasure. Yeah, 1 2 1 2 1 2 test the mic.
Daddy, someone's calling you, like Alex's dad.
Yeah, I'm live right now. Let's talk later, okay?
Subscribe to our channel, click this bell button. If you like my dad's video, just smash this like button.
All right, guys, welcome to Voice of SINOE here. As you join the show, please share the link for us. Share the link. We want to have a beautiful show here coming your way. We want you to share the link for us. Let me do some little. I want to add a picture to something here quickly. Okay, let me take some off. All right, I got some music going here while we get prepared to get started. Welcome to all of you. Voice of SINOE is on your screen right now. It's going to be a beautiful show. And so you want to share for us the link. Share for us, please. We will appreciate your effort. We will appreciate your effort. Just share the link for us. Just wanted to add something here quickly. Boom. Okay, I'm good to go now. That's all I wanted. Let me check my video from this end right now to see what is trending. Online. Good now. That's all I wanted. Let me check my video from this end right now to see what is trending. Perfect. Let's do this, guys. Welcome to Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora post-convention show. All right. So let's do some music here. And I'll be right back. Let me do some sharing here for you. I'll be right back.
This one a real one. Who Yankee? I'm a real sticker along top. The record. Mash up the place.
You're not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You're not able to bust the rata Babu Nebo. Also, Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Also, Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Once upon the time, in the jungle, There live so many animals and so many trees. During the day, there were no restriction. Anytime, any day, anyone used to corrupt and go outside free in the jungle, yeah. After they realized that everything was good, I said everyone were only after the food. Majority of the people went beyond baboon, and few people went beyond okay. The headers of the time made a big mistake. After election, they went and made a selection. So the citizen of the jungle was unsatisfied, so they decided to send another caretaker. Who loves, who care, who has the ability taking care of the monkey. You not able to take care of baboon able. You not able to bust the rata baboon able. Oh soldier monkey calm down, oh monkey calm down, monkey calm down, oh monkey calm down, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey. Oh soldier monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you. Monkey chop chop chop, monkey cannot get tired. Say monkey chop chop yo, monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop chop chop, monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop chop yo, monkey cannot get tired.
Keeping banana and the chopun, stealing is a error, corruption is a error.
Monkey cannot get tired.
Hey, we wanna live life, that's to live a good life. We wanna live life, that's to live a better life. We wanna live life, that's to live a better life. We wanna live life, that's to live a better life. We wanna live life, that's to live a better life.
You not able to take care of baboon able. You not able to bust the rata baboon able. Oh soldier monkey calm down, oh monkey calm down, monkey calm down, oh monkey calm down, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey. Oh soldier monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you, monkey calm down to you.
Baboon storm, monkey listen. You give it right, it can crack it. Baboon storm, monkey listen. You give it stick, it can break it. We do your long time ago that best of monkey was very wicked. The way you see it with your apple, then you know that love is wicked. Monkey see apple, they wicked. Banana and plum.
Wake up. muabire kiegerio. Blinded dino. Where is it? Whatever dino. Cafe never dino. Killing Kida Galika Moyeluo. They know you be a yeluo. Aledero. Sigere Magenwo. Sigere Magenwo. Sigere Magenwo. Sigere Magenwo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Voice of SINOE in the diaspora with Doc. Sorry, I pulled the esoteric. It's another beautiful night or evening to be back on the Voice of SINOE to talk to you here. Let me see what I can adjust my camera a little bit. Give me a second, guys. All right, I'm all the way down. Okay, good. I like the height now. All right, so welcome to all of you. Welcome to Voice of SINOE in the diaspora with Doc Sai Porter Esoteric, coming to you from the Keystone State, aka Pennsylvania, and we are coming to you from a little city here called Prospect Park. Now we have a new dawn in the USA. Wow, new dawn. Yeah, a new day has arrived in the United Sapota Association. The hope of our people, especially those in Liberia, that has been dashed, is about to be resuscitated. And so as you join on the show today, please share. We have a lot of beautiful, wonderful information. This is convention update. You know, after the convention is our first show. So we're going to be giving you a lot of information today. And so we ask you to share and be generous. Share the link with your friends. Okay, let's see. Let's get started here. We are 16 minutes into the show already. All right, let's just take something quickly out of the way here. Then we'll be all left with United Sapota Association in America. So now, before I go ahead, I must make this a quick disclaimer. You know, Doc Saya put that esoteric right now, and they're saying dual capacities. I am the host and CEO of Voice of SINOE in the diaspora. But on the other hand, I was elected in Florida by the people of the Sapo land in the diaspora as the Secretary General. And so I must start the show by making this disclaimer. By virtue of the fact that I got the mandate of the people, that doesn't mean I will abandon Voice of SINOE, or I will abandon my campaign for truth, for speaking and for justice. All right, so everything that I say here on the platform represents Voice of SINOE. After Voice of SINOE, if I'm doing the people work, you can hold me responsible from that perspective. But in as much I am on this platform, I was doing the show before the show was born, before I became, I got involved actually into the Sapo Association. And so we cannot sacrifice justice because we were given a piece of job to do. I want to assure all of you that I'm going to do my job to the best of my ability. Excuse me, guys. However, I am not going to sacrifice the truth. Now, that's a quick disclaimer I'm going to make over there. Be like, oh, the man is speaking for the organization. I'm not a spokesperson for the organization. The last time I checked, the secretary is not a spokesperson. I am not the publicity man of the USA. I'm just the man who takes record. That's it. And so, Voice of SINOE, I'm still here to do my advocacy and also do the people's work. In the discharge of my duty on this platform, if the people think I said something that doesn't go well with them, I apologize. But I must do my work. If you think my advocacy on this platform doesn't bode well with you, square that with my performance on the job. If I don't do the work, of course, next election you can get that's how you put that out. It's in your right to do so. And so I'm here to speak the truth. I'm not here to compromise the truth because I have a job to do. I have been on the inside. I was on the National Publicity Chairman and also serving as a Secretary General for the Delaware Valley chapter. And I did what I am doing right now. And so the campaign continues. In the cause of the people, in the words of George Weah, the struggle must end. And so we're going to continue to speak until the struggle is over. If and only if the struggle will be abolished or it has an end. Now, let's give you some little preliminary here before I get into the major thing that I want to talk about today. I just want to start with this right here. Mr. Jerry MASSAQUO, vice for the vice presidency of BOMI County Association in the Americas. All right, Jerry MASSAQUO, I think if you are involved with the USAA, by now you should know who Jerry MASSAQUO is. Jerry MASSAQUO is the husband of Winnie SARGBEH MASSAQUO. And the brother, since his involvement in the organization, since he got on board, he has been phenomenal. And also there is something to call quid pro quo, right? In law or in philosophy, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. And so Jerry MASSAQUO has been scratching our back to get the union in tight. He was recently in Florida to get the new leadership in place. And so Mr. MASSAQUO is also, as a son of BOMI County, he is vying for the vice presidential position for the organization. Also, when you don't know Mr. MASSAQUO, quickly let me put his image here. So you can see the gentleman, very decent gentleman. Yeah, this is Jerry MASSAQUO right here. Again, he is contesting for the vice presidential position of BOMI County organization in the Americas. And for the little time I have known the brother, he is an ethical man. He stands for what is right. And so we have to support Jerry to obtain his goal. All right, so let me show you something here. The ticket that MASSAQUO is on. Here is the ticket right here. The Harvard, hopefully I call that name right, Harvard MASSAQUO team for president and vice president. All right, let me see if I can bring that bullet point down quickly. All right, so this is the team that MASSAQUO is on. The presidential candidate is called Dr. Sumo Hubbard. Is the Hubbard, hopefully I call that name right again. He is she is the vying for the presidency, and Jerry MASSAQUO is deputizing her as a vice presidential candidate. And the flyer doesn't show the date, but I was told the campaign, the election will be October the 30th. All right, October the 30th will be election. So if you know Jerry MASSAQUO, just reach out to him to get further details on his campaign. He can give you a lot of information. That's the campaign here at National BOMI County Association in Americas Convention 2021, and the venue is in Philadelphia, PA. The date is October the 29 to the 31st. Okay, 29 to the 31st, and registration, that's $150. I don't know if that's for members or for non-members. I don't know for sure. All right, so all those are the information for you, and we will reach out to Jerry MASSAQUO whether we are eligible to vote or what we can do to be eligible voters or participant in the process. We need to support the brother. He's a very, very decent gentleman, Jerry MASSAQUO. So that's it. I just wanted to start the show that way to get some support, rally some support for our brother. A very good guy. All right, that's Mr. MASSAQUO right there. I think it's a good move. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, I am extremely excited to be with you today on this platform. And I am extremely happy because the era of bickering, the 3 years of bickering are over. We now have a leader who is a unifier. Does she have a huge challenge ahead of her? Definitely. But that's what makes you a leader. A leader is not somebody who confronts petty trivial issues. A real leader, a robust, strong leader is the one who confronts difficult challenges. And so the people of the Sapo land in the diaspora recently went to Florida. And the convention was super duper packed, well attended. Members from every chapter in the union, as well as non-chapter in the union, they were out. They came out to exercise their constitutional right. And they did that splendidly. They did so beautifully. And so, ladies and gentlemen, before I bring this bullet point out, let me do something here quickly. We cannot bring this information out without doing this right here. Let me see. Let me get to something very important here. Let me get to this here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora. We're esoteric. General Assembly elects Her Excellency Madam Frances Clark Myers as national president. The General Assembly of the United Support Association in Americas, the highest decision-making body of the organization, went to the ballot box on Saturday last week and elected the Cleopatra, the national leader. She is now the national president. She is no longer a chapter president. What a wise decision to make. What a thoughtful decision by the people. What a life-changing decision. What a revolutionary decision by the people. I'm exceptionally proud of my people. For too long, our people in Liberia and in the diaspora have been victimized. They have been victimized in so many ways. And I'm not here to delineate how they were victimized. But what I can tell you for sure, our people were gravely victimized, especially for the past 3 years. And so the people eventually they said, we are sick of the victimization. We must now be the recipient of our resources, the benefits. We should see the benefits of our resources. And therefore, we must put somebody in charge. We must select a good leader to spearhead the leadership train of the United Support Association. The train was practically in the ditch. And now with the new leadership, I show you it is about to get on the freeway that you are now looking at on this picture. Rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 2 years, you have nothing but harmony in the union. You have nothing but peace. You have nothing but sisterhood and brotherhood. You have nothing but to live up to the name of our union, which is the United Support Association in America. Yes, we are once again about to be called United People because we have elected our leader who is the quintessence, who is the emblematic symbol or the emblem of love, care, and thoughtfulness. And so President Myers were elected overwhelmingly. I'm talking about 99.999% of the people voted for her. That is unprecedented in the history of the United Support Association. It hasn't been done before in the existence of this organ. For 99.99% of the delegates to vote for somebody, the people who are done otherwise, because after again, they are the highest decision-making body in the union. They could have simply said, you know what, we don't want election. We don't want election. But they didn't go that route. They said, no, our organization needs somebody to be at the helm of authority so that our agenda or our objectives as written in the Constitution will be implemented, will be fulfilled, will be pushed by somebody. And so there's somebody that chose Madam Frances Clark Myers. Now, elected to, along with Madam Frances Clark Myers, again, this is the president-elect. The gentleman with a nice red coat is the vice presidential candidate at the time, who is now the vice president of our union. And that's Honorable Mane. And yes, the rest of the team here. And so the gentleman in the red top and coat and the shoe, that's the Vice President, Honorable Manning, the gentleman in the black and brown trousers. It's a Homo 7, dark side, you put the esoteric, the Secretary General of our union. The lady in the gold and green will be our treasurer. The financial person, she's part of the Treasury Department. Next to her is Ernest Farley. Ernest Farley is the National Secretary or Financial Secretary General for our union. And so we want to say in a special way, the president himself will come here to appreciate members of the union. But in the meantime, somebody who is there, the owner of Voice of SINOE, I want to say congratulations. Many thanks to the people of the Sapo land for this sagacious decision, for this wise decision you have made. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. We will do our best. We will work with the president. We will listen to the memos. We will listen to your pieces of advice that you offer. After all, ideas don't reside in one person or a few people's heads. I mean, all of us will bring something to the table. And so not because you are the president, so you know it all, or you're the secretary, you know, no. It's just that people got to push the agenda of the group. All of us cannot be in the capacity. Those of us that were elected, it doesn't mean we are better than the rest that are on the side. It's just that everything has time, and this is our time to serve the people of the union. So I want to say congratulations and thank you to the members, and I want to say the congratulations belongs to actually the members because you made the decision. All right, so we will do our best to implement your agenda. All right, good. Let's see here. Let's see. So I want to say congratulations to President Myers. Let me show you some images here before I go. The Royal Highness, of course, she was in Florida. Queen Diana Carla Williams, a beautiful picture over there. Yeah, gorgeous lady. You know, she was in Florida for sure to support the right thing. She made a decision to bring President Francis Myers to authority, to the power, to the hammer power here. All right, that's the Queen over there. I want to say thanks to the Queen and everyone else that attended the convention. All right, let's get to something else here on the agenda. Also, ladies and gentlemen, this is also a breaking news. And so we got to go to the breaking news section here for you before we bring out the next bullet point here for tonight. We're going to be... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE and the Diaspora with Esoteric. And so the breaking news from Florida as well is Reverend Dr. TARLEYSON FARLEY replaces Honorable Usaa as chairman of the board of directors. Reverend Dr. TARLEYSON FARLEY replaces Honorable Usaa as chairman of the board of directors of the USA. All right, so you can see the radical change. You can see the level or the caliber of people that were elected by the General Assembly in Florida this weekend. Dr. Farley, it was my first time meeting him, but chatting with him and interacting with the man, I can tell you for sure, when you go to bed, as a member of this organization, you should feel relaxed. Your union is in good hands. Dr. Farley and the guys that were elected, they love our union. They love our people. He was on the board before, but the reason we had problems is because, you know, the executive refused to listen to them, and that's why we had a problem. But engaging the leaders, these guys, these gentlemen, they are patriots. They are people that really genuinely care for their people, the plight of their people. And all they need is somebody who will work with them. And so they have gotten the president. And so we're going to see a smooth leadership. Because if you listen to President Frances Myers during the convention, she said something. And the question was asked, what would be, I'm not quoting verbatim or word for word, but that she was asked a question as to how she's going to work, given the past experience, the board and the executive, how would she work with the leadership? And she said, the executive would be executive and the board would be board. The executive will not do the job of the board, and the board will not do the job of the executive. If the executive sends a budget, for example, and the board says wait, we will definitely wait. If they say carry that document back and revisit it and tweak it and make XYZ correction, that will be done. So if the board's instructions are followed, I can't see any reason why there will be problem in the union. It is because in the previous administration, the attitude of not respecting the other guys is what got us to where we are today. All right. But I believe me and you with Reverend Talley at the top of the board, deputized by the co-chair, Mr. Botojawi. I can tell you for sure the union is in good hands. I can vouch for sure for Mr. Jawi because I worked with him for several years. He was the chairman of the board of directors for the local chapter here in the Delaware Valley chapter. We had some tough times along the way, but we worked together still to obtain our goals. Okay, and so Mr. Jawi was elected as the co-chair on the National Board of Directors. And so I am so happy today. I'm so happy right now. I don't even know how to express my elation, given the caliber of our leaders, the people, the patriotic and the kind-hearted and the benevolent leaders that the General Assembly elected recently. What a glorious time that we are about to have. I am so happy that the children in Liberia, our children, will be receiving academic scholarship pretty soon. I'm pretty happy that sooner rather than later, our medication will be in the various clinics and hospitals in the SARGBEH. I can tell you for sure, in the not too distant future, we'll see a massive agriculture project going on in SINOE County, sponsored by the United Support Association in the Americas. Because when you listen to President Frances Myers during the deliberation, during her presentation, she was unambiguously clear. She was clear, she said she is coming to tackle three things. She didn't make her agenda bulky and highfalutin and extravagant. No, she said three major things that she is bringing to the people. She will be focusing in the area of education, in the area of health, and in the area of food production. She says that if you are an independent people, then the three things you should be able to do that. An independent man should be able to feed his or herself. You should be able to produce food for yourself. If you are an independent person, you should be able to provide medical facilities and opportunity to your people. If you are an independent person or community, you should be able to provide education to your sons and daughters. And so these three things are the focal points of President Frances Myers. There'll be some little things in the interim for 90 days and so forth. She will come here and explain these things. She'll put things in context. But I'm just picking off of what she said during the convention. All right. So we have a great board. So now let me show you some the directors. These are the members of the board of directors. These are the board of directors, the members. On from the left, which will be your right hand side, the gentleman with the mask on is the former national president, Honorable Obaku. He was also elected representing the state of Florida. Followed by him, the gentleman in the glasses is Honorable Jacob Kula. It's the new face on the board. He relegated Mr. It was one of the board members from Minnesota, Reverend. I just forgot his name. It may slip my mind, but he was defeated by him. And so the next one is Mr. Peasley John, followed by the gentleman with glasses on. As Peasley John represents Delaware Valley chapter. In the middle, the gentleman, the tallest, and on the line, the picture over there is the chairman of the board of directors, Dr. TARLEYSON FARLEY. He's from North Carolina. Next to him, the Botojawi, co-chair from the Delaware Valley. The next is Milton Shibet from the Twin Cities, Minnesota. And we have Mr. Miles Tuohy from the Red River Valley, North Dakota. Okay, those are the 7 guys right now. You know, the issue was raised, you know, versus Sano into Sayopo there. I'm the first man. I raised that issue. Why we do not have a woman on the board? But then again, you can't blame the guys. The electoral commission, they put out the electoral guidelines and the positions that are open. They told you, give all the stipulations, and the women sat back, and the men cannot wait for them. You know, so when they come, had they participated, I'm quite sure they would have been elected. You know, but they didn't come out, so you cannot blame the men. You know, but we are encouraging the women moving forward to come forward. So you can assume leadership role. I think Madam Dorothy Shadamon was the only female on the board. She's not there now. You know, so we need a female. We need the ladies to participate. Like the executive, we have 2 females. You know, Agnes Donaldson and President Frances Myers. Moving forward, other positions, the president will be bringing more ladies on board. You know, so far so good. Our union. It's in good hands, and the executive is superb. The board of directors, wonderful guys, educated. They know what our people need. They understand the plight. Like Dr. Farley, for example, the nurses caller, he took on his personal resources to transport the contractor and those things. So it tells you that the man actually cares. He took his personal resources to transport people from Monrovia to Sano and back and forth and those things. You know, so he's a wonderful man. All right, now let's get to something else here. So those are the leaders elected in Florida. And more appointment will be coming up. Appointments, I should say, will be coming up pretty soon. Now, this one is a breaking news. Let me give you this breaking news here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of SINOE in the Diaspora with ESOTERIC. So now the breaking news from Florida on the delegates from New York declared intention to establish the 7th chapter of the USA. All right, so the leaders or the delegates from New York, from the state of New York, headed by Mr. Kama, Mr. Kama, actually. Mr. Kama led our group, and they did their presentation. Our next show, that we shall call Voices from the Convention, will be playing, or if you like, speeches from the convention. I don't want to do that tonight. It will be a long show. So our next show will be exclusively the various speeches from the convention. And that's what we'll be doing on the next edition. And you listen to the people themselves. And so Mr. Kama from New York with the delegates, they declared their intention to have a chapter from New York. And so you can see from the Genesis, President Francis Clark Myers has not started work yet. And people, a new chapter is about to be born. All right. So right now, since the members from that chapter, from that state, they have declared their intention, the next thing is to work out the modalities to make that chapter official. And so that's the job of the new leadership right now. That that's the job we'll be embarking upon. Also, the delegates from the state of Georgia, they also they didn't make the declaration, but they also said sooner rather than later they will want to have a chapter. You know, but so far so good. A new chapter in the first few months of the Myers Money administration. A new chapter is about to be born. You know, and before she leaves, before her first term ends, I can tell you for sure other chapters will be born. You know, that's why the prior president to be bragging, oh, new chapter was born, North Dakota was born on our watch. And see, the woman just couldn't, her energy has enthused people now to say, you know, I want to have chapter 2. Because now we are about to have a good leader who will listen to us, who will consult us, who will get our view. After all, they say National Executive Committee, which means the various chapters leaders in the union. All right. They are part of the National Executive Committee. All right. So in the past, the National Executive Committee was seen from the perspective of the prior president as people that he elected or appointed by him. And those are the people he sees as members of the National Executive. But in the era of Madam Frances Clark Myers, we will go by what the Constitution says. The chapters leaders are part and parcel of the National Executive Committee. And so the people are now coming on board. They are happy to come on board because during meetings, they will be secure. They wouldn't be insulted by people on teleconference because we are about to create structure. Structure, we are not coming on board to maintain the status quo. We are coming on board to create structure where all and sundry will be respected, where people will not get on the teleconference and talk across the board. You're going to have your turn. We will give you the opportunity to speak. After that, of course, we're going to be muting people on the teleconference, besides the person who is speaking and the next person. We will put in all the system in place. A new dawn is here, and that's what I said from the beginning. Teams, we are about to have a structured organization, a professional organization. After all, the organization, the leaders and the members are professional people. And so we got to conduct ourselves as such. We can't conduct ourselves as though we are high school or elementary school students and get on teleconference, we arguing and talking across the board. No, we are professional and mature people, fathers and mothers, elders. We are the one to put together. And so we have to conduct ourselves like a professional organization or professional people we are. Yes. We got to set an example for the people back home that are looking up to us. And so rest assured, will be a good example to all of you. All right. So the delegates, the people from the various states, now they are coming on board because level-headed people are now leading the organization. Now, let's get to the next thing that I want to talk about here. But before we get to the next thing, I want to go on quick commercial here. And you don't want to miss it. It's very important. Financial report and the resolutions from the convention. You don't want to miss those things. You have to know what the people agree on. All right? What the General Assembly said. And so, let's play the Queen of traditional music. We'll be right back.
Sigerea mwagenwo.
Please, what the dynamite.
Sigerea mwagenwo. Sigerea mwagenwo.
Yeah, give it
Sigerea mwagenwo.
Laya the dynamite.
Sigerea mwagenwo. Sigerea mwagenwo.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to VOSD. A post-convention update, new dawn in the USA. All right, let's get to our agenda here, our talking points, so you can be on in the know of what we the General Assembly agreed on in Jacksonville, Florida. Now, let's see something here quickly here. Let me see something. What I want to do something here. Where is something I want to? All right, we'll get to that shortly. Let me see. Let me get to the next thing we want to talk about here right now. No, you can't wait for the financial report. That's something you can't wait to hear. And I'll deliberately make it the last one. All right, so let's come to the resolutions. All right, resolutions from the convention. All right, so when we say resolutions, it's just a fancy way of saying things that we agree on, that the members, after fierce debate, after critical analysis and questioning and debate, rigorous debate, the resolutions, the things that we are about to share with you are things that the people agree upon. Okay? So what I would do, I would play a little bit of the video so you can hear. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I will publish the video later so you can listen to it on your own time. But I just want to give you, you can hear a little bit from the team, the Constitution Review Committee, the guys themselves, so that you can hear from the people themselves that give her the proposal that the General Assembly acted upon. All right, let's see here. Let me get to one video quickly. No, that's not a... Listen a little bit.
Can we listen, please? This is very important. Because when you leave for you tomorrow, so you understand what we discuss. Yeah. You don't call your friends and say, oh, what did you say to the back there? These are very important things. So listen to the brother up there. Please,
So, the Constitution and the resolution that we reached are different conventions. There's some little problem with those resolutions and the part of the Constitution. Yes. So going forward, we don't want to repeat the mistakes of the past. So it is only you, the gathering here, the General Assembly, that can authorize those changes and give the new leadership and the new board the power to move ahead. And so it is the power that we have to get from you. If we do not get the power from you, if the leadership does not get the power from you, they cannot move forward. So you don't know how serious it is. You go over, they cannot go on teleconference. So you have to authorize them here, and as soon as they leave, it's start working tomorrow, which is Monday. So the first thing we have here is the money. Remember, the organization, in reality, is we are in crisis. Our money is with a group of people who say they have a convention on their own. Are you ready to legally authorize
Your listen, please.
the power very important to the new board of directors and the new leadership that's coming in to use every means as well as legal means to get the money? If you authorize them, you can say it, and then they get the power to mark it down.
Yes.
This is what my brother is saying, right? We already said that. Our money that we collected that is in the bank that the previous administration sees is your money, is my money. We want to make a decision today how we want the new administration to go ahead to pursue that money. Because we don't want to leave for it tomorrow and then somebody say, oh, what you're doing, me, I'm part of it, though. I'm not supporting this, I'm supporting that. So we want for you to make it because the money, that you pay your money. You come to the convention, you pay your money, your travel is very expensive. All these things we all go through here just to help our people. And we cannot have our money sitting there, someone who already expired to say they want to seize it. So we are asking you why you want us for the new administration to do. The elder came in, they talked. The concerned people came in, they talked. They said, what? No, we're not going to give anything. We seize your document, we seize your bank statement. We all have no access to the money. So now we are here today at the convention for the decision we made.
So what is just action to do? We already say yes to the government, but we want for you to do it instantly. All those that agree that legal image is given by the new authority to go after the money can eat this game.
Excuse me. This is what you do. Because if you say that they say that doesn't work, they have a signature to that. That means the body or the General Assembly agree that this is the action they want to take. So we'll pass a paper around and everybody have to attest to that.
That's true. But here's the problem. Most cases when we go to convention, we don't pass the paper around.
No. Legally speaking, you have to
signature.
have a signature.
Okay, we see you standing, so the people will go around and continue to the next aspect.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
I'm ready. That is that we first write let an official write those our brothers and sisters to please submit all that they have for this convention. Now, if they don't do that, then the legal action will take place.
Let's do one at a time, please. So let's
Please. What we are saying, what we got on the paper, we are not saying immediately the people should go to court. That's not what we say. We said that you start the process of getting the money as well as you or me. So the first thing they want to do, they will write the people that want to talk. When you fail, they're not going to be again. When you fail, then they will go through the legal route. Are you guys getting it? Hold on, guys. There's too many people talking. Okay? Hold on. There's too many people talking. Listen, this is what I want to do. We're going to go through everything like I said, and then after that, we can entertain the question because you see what's going on right here. We're going to be here forever.
let's do it. Let's deal with item by item. Item by item.
All right, so the next item.
So the first one went through, right?
No.
Okay, just so we're clear with that.
So you guys are saying when you say something we should not talk about.
You said we gonna give you a chance to continue when we finish. Listen, because why you see everyone after my son that is speaking. When you get your agenda, after you talk with me, there's no one after first. After one, after the
Excuse me. We cannot have 2-3 minutes around here. We all got to listen to one thing. When they said if every other thing failed, because right now the assembly, according to our constitution, the assembly that are seated in convention make the decision. Okay, so we will write the executive.
that was a
See
suggestion.
everything. If everything fails,
Yes.
we want the body to give us the authority to go after them legally.
Yeah, that's
Listen, because we are going to beat my people is the majority in the meeting is for people to see. All right. Well, the room Hello. I think the convention that we came out today, before coming here, it derived from the constituent member of the USAA, and the other the Elder Council. And the resolution, before reaching the resolution that brought here today, we discussed that when we come right here in Florida, we discuss development, unity, how we will, bring ourselves back together as a union. Now we have come and we read the decision that there will be election. But after election, there will be unity. We still remain as SARGBEH people. I don't care whatsoever. When we kill one another today, remember that time will come, all of these decisions whatsoever will go away. You can find war after war, things can come to normality. So now, the peace initiative still stands. We have a lot of work to do in time to come. We have a lot of work to do. While you are saying or taking people to vote now, they will not be the best we engage the people first, and now after we engage first, the Elder Council and the concerned member, we engage. So now at this time around, when we engage, when you write a letter to them, when the letter turn over, the Elder Council, we are here, the concerned member, we are here. It will be necessary that you call the community individually or Number two, the board of directors and the new leadership is authorized by the General Assembly to stop any individual or individuals that want to use the name of the United SARGBEH Association in America to solicit funds at any level. Are we not?
All right, guys, those are the resolutions from the convention. And so let me reiterate, if you're just getting on, welcome aboard. We are going over the decisions, the resolutions from Florida Convention, okay? And those are the decisions that the Constitutional Review Committee are going through, the chair by the Grand Bodier Widow Jadia, all right? Or Julius Jarrett, his cyber name. All right, so yeah, some of the resolutions, I paraphrase them. All right, so the first one that people agree on here, it says here, let me put that out. The board and executive were authorized, okay, to retrieve the organization's money from the prior administration through legal means. The administration should first write the prior administration, okay? So that was the first resolution, okay? I'm paraphrasing, and the software I'm using, it takes few characters. All right, so I can't pull all the whole thing. That's why I call it short. All right, so but the people agreed that the first thing the leadership to do, the board and the executive, is to engage the previous administration, send a communication to request for everything in their possession, to turn everything over. If that approach fails, then of course the General Assembly says that the board and the executive can pursue a legal action. Legal action means that we should go to court. We should go through the court to retrieve all documents, all money, anything in the possession of the prior administration. The executive and the board of directors are authorized by the General Assembly, the people, to go after everything, every asset in the possession of the prior administration. They should retrieve everything. So the first step, write the people first, so that they can turn everything over peacefully. If that doesn't work, then of course we can go to the court. That's first resolution from the convention. The second resolution, which there was no debate on that, it says that the board and the executive and the new leadership should stop anybody who use the organization's name to solicit funds. Okay, so what that means is anybody, be a prior administration, people that are angry. Well, we're not talking about people that were elected in Florida by the General Assembly. We mean people that are angry and they say, you know what, we are the United Sapphire Association. So they say anybody, nobody is excluded except the legitimate body elected in Florida. Okay, so they say anybody who uses the organization name to go and raise funds, like what the people are about to do in Minnesota right now. The General Assembly say we should stop those group of anybody or group of people that will be engaging in such activity, using the organization's name to illegally raise funds, because what you are doing, you are not legally covered. And so they say the new administration, the board of directors, they should do everything in their power to stop that person. All right? And so that's second resolution. Now let's go to the audio again, or the video.
Yes, we remember the resolution. We've got two resolutions right now. Which the first one is that members of the executive
account shall be as follows. That means the signatory. You can go to the bank to sign for money or put money there. The treasurer, number 1. Number 2, the financial secretary. Number 3, the chairman of the board of directors. Yes.
Yeah.
The president, the executive, the chair of the executive. So, and the board chair, the one so the president of the crew, he gave the board go behind the president, he took money, who will ask? So I want the president to be on
and the financial secretary. People suggested the president. So, who are agreed that we should add the president? So the suggestion is the president should be there. The suggestion is saying we cannot have the president financial secretary, and the president treasurer at the same time. So we should move one person. Yeah, I think we should remove the treasurer. Let's move the treasurer.
We don't know who's talking right now. Okay, listen. Hello? Listen, man.
Do we need the president on there to see what's happening in the account? Because if that's the case, every account has a sign-on information, right?
Yeah.
The president can have access to the sign-on information, which she can see every single transaction that needs to happen. But honestly, there is no reason for the president to have to go to the bank to pick up anything. She can just go sightseeing. She can see every single transaction that happens on the account.
It's true. One minute, please. 1 minute.
It's not realistic. Go to the bank, you got to list you on your account without access. If you have access to that account, you can withdraw, you can do anything to that account. From the banking standpoint, because you can't be a secretary of the account to be denied. The bank can be sued. So they don't want to be involved with that. The president should be on the account because the president is the spokesperson for the organization. So the IRS can't call the president can't have access to the account. So the president has to be on it. The person who does not be on the account is the secretary of the financial secretary. Because the segregation, he keeps the record, then the other man, the treasurer, keeps the money. Alright, so hello. So the here, I think we'll feel away now. Let me bring it back to you. So the people are saying, three people. The three people, the board chairman, the treasurer, and the president. The board chairman, the treasurer, and the president. Okay. Are we agreeing that the three people? Yeah. Responsible. Exactly. Hold yourself responsible. So we are saying the three will be the treasurer, the president, and the board chairman. The four will be the president, the treasurer, the board chairman, and the financial secretary. So all those that want three, put your hands up. Three signatory. Okay, hold on. All those are in favor of three, put your hands up. to the board of directors. This time we are saying the national president will be an ex-official of the board of directors with no voting rights. So it means the president will attend board meeting, but when the board taking a decision to vote on a major issue, the president cannot vote in that meeting. We agree with that.
All right, so guys, that's just going through the resolutions. I just want you to, I know it's noisy, but I just wanted you to hear it too, you know. So the next resolution from the convention was this one right here. So the signatories to the USA's account should comprise of the following: board chairman, the treasurer, president, and financial secretary. So those are the 4 people that will be on the account. All right, that the people that will have access to the account that will be signatory to the account: the board chairman, the treasurer, the president, and financial secretary. However, if people said the another caveat they gave us, so of the 4 persons, the 4 persons will be on the account, but it will require it requires 2 signatories to effect withdrawal. Okay, so in order for all to take the money, there will be 2 persons that will sign. 1 person, I think, from the board, and another person from the executive. Of the 4 people on the account, I don't know who they will select for sure, but that's the arrangement. So 4 persons will be on the account, but only 2 signatures will be needed to effect any transaction. All right, that's something we agree on. And then the next one, they were discussing the president should serve as ex-official let's say, during both meeting. I think there's a typo over there. Let me correct that quickly. Let's see here. Let me quickly get that out. All right, so that was the next thing that we agreed. The president should serve as ex-official during board meeting, but with no voting rights. The president is no longer signatory to the board. All right, so the board will select their own secretary now. Their secretary to take reports and stuff, because in the past we had issues with the president. He went as far as resigning, and so nobody paid the Constitution. Maybe the guys improvised later, you know, but constitutionally, the person who the Constitution empowered to take notes of the board's meeting, the guy resigned. And so the people say at this point, the president can only be part of the meeting as the administrator of the organization, but the president will have no voting right. Okay, that's something we agree on. All right, let's see here. The next thing here, I think the next resolution, they are less noisy. So let me just finish it out. They are quicker than from the beginning. All right, let's see. Let me go to that quickly again. I think I shouldn't allow it to close, but I know where I stopped. So I will just go there quickly, and we'll wrap the convention. Then we'll go to the financial report, and we'll be out for the night. And the next meeting, we are going to play the major speeches from the convention.
Sitting right here, you have the power. And any decision you make and the organization go into crisis, you have one person responsible. Exactly. You hold yourself responsible. So we are saying the 3 will be the treasurer, the president, and the board chairman. The 4 will be the president, the treasurer, the board chairman, and the financial secretary. So all those that want 3, put your hands up. It is signatory. Okay, hold on. should be elected for 3 years term. The board of directors should be elected for 3 years term. They were 4 years before. This time they will be elected for 3 years term, and now more like 2 consecutive term. It means you can't be one director, you go there first, you go there for the second time, and you go that time. No, after if you win for the second time, you cannot go back. You can only stay for 3 years. If we are doing all day, come in. You won't know that way. No. Is it water? You guys are here to know what to do.
All right, let me see. Let's finish this up quick because these are very important, and that's why I'm taking my time so all of us can listen to them, so you can hear. So I don't want to just force something on you here.
We had a problem where the president was a secretary to the board. This is better for the president to be excluded from the board unless the president is invited into the board meeting. Because if they do that, because the president is voting at the same time, that's how conflict develops. Whatever the issue is, let the board decide. The board invite the president come up, but the president should not be part of the board meeting. That's my suggestion.
The president is the chief executive officer of the organization. The president is the chief executive officer of the organization. So when a board meeting is held, the president has to be in a meeting to know what is going on.
If the president is invited, so follow the board up for voting.
Wait. Hello.
It was agreed upon that the president will be an ex-official to the board. He's now a secretary. He's now a voting member. All executive. All executive. Can it be the president, the financial secretary, the treasurer, all executive? They will be Are you listening? The president, the executive, shall serve the association for the period of 2 years. When they were 3, the board of 4. We agree now that the board 3. This one is saying the president should serve, president and executive should serve for 2 years, not more than 2 consecutive terms. I mean, they cannot go 2 after 2 times, they cannot go back. If you agree with this, you can say yes, you say if you don't agree, you say no.
All right, guys. So that's some of the resolutions. So it was also agreed after the noise and back and forth. It was also agreed that the executive should serve, or officers, they should serve for, let's say, the organization for the period of 2 years, but not more than 2 consecutive terms. Okay, I got a lot of typo tonight. I'm sorry for that. So I got 2 double over there. So like made that correction quickly. All right, so that's it. So another resolution: all executive officers shall serve the organization for the period of 2 years. Period of 2 years, but not more than 2 consecutive terms. I thought I'd make that edit correction over there. I still have issues. The executive should serve the organization for the period of 2 years. Got it uppercase, guys. But no more than 2 consecutive terms. Let's get that one out there to you. So that's something we agree on in Florida. So the board got 3 years and the executive got 2, okay, for each term. All right, but it can go after the first 2 years, the second 2 years, you can go again, you finish. The same thing for the board. Your first 3 years, after that, you run again. After that, you can't go again. All right, so they got term limit basically. You can't go more than 2 times. All right, so those are the resolution. The board, 3 years, the executive, 2 years. That's those are 2 resolutions from the convention. The next one here, that there were 9 resolutions from the convention. The next one, I think it's necessary for you to listen to it. It's almost out. We're almost done. All right. Let me just, they're a little longer, so I didn't write them down.
consultation and the board had approved, we appoint the election commission from the 1st to the 15th of March of every election year. If the president failed to appoint the election commission after the 15th of March, the board is authorized by the president to appoint the is the higher money raising person. Yes. So we are saying in the pyramid, Queen is this. Why? No, Queen there, what the Queen. I don't know which Queen. So we are saying, we are saying, the position of Queen in the National Association. One, plane ticket. Yes. 2, hotel. Yes. 3, rental car. Yes. Do we agree? Yes. So we are saying there to be price tag.
it. Let's read it.
Okay, so listen. The last one. Hello. The last one, guy. Hold on. The last one.
All right, guys. So those were the 9 resolutions. So the last one they were reading with the debating on, it was the how the Queen. I think the Queen is not even mentioned in the Constitution. All right. So they are saying that provision is a little long, so I didn't put it on the screen for you, but I can read it. What it says: in consultation with the board, the president shall appoint. No, that's the election commission. Sorry. Let me see what they got the Queen. Over here it says the position of national Queen in the USA shall have autonomous responsibility to undertake any project or program of a choice. So the Queen should have independent project that she will undertake. But the agreement is the Queen should forward her proposal to the board of directors and the executive, and they will approve the budget. The board ultimately will approve budget, So she will write whatever she wants to undertake and send it to the board, and then the people will approve it. Boom, she will undertake project. So they say the Queen cannot just be, at least she has to have a legacy besides raising money. So the Queen should have something in her name when she is leaving. All right. So the Queen will be undertaking project of her choice. Now, the second thing in our provision too is that it was agreed that the question was the Queen can raise money. So the Constitution Review Committee said the Queen, because of the money that the Queen is bringing in, she should get plane fare, hotel, or let's just say login, and then transportation vehicle. All right. Those were the things. But later on, other suggestions came and said, no, there should be an amount put on that, because if there is nothing put on it, just say, oh, the Queen should get the right now, the current Queen is raising a lot of money. So it makes sense to give her all those things. All right. But let's just assume somebody comes in and that person is not as productive financially as the current Queen. And the person comes out with maybe $2,000. Then the person gets they will buy the person plane ticket, will buy the person pay for the person login play, and pay for the person rental car. It would not be fair. So the agreement was the decision should be made by the executive and the board of directors. They should come up with something to give the Queen, So a price tag was put on it, but they said that it should be a policy issue, the board and the executive to decide how much to get the Queen. All right. So that was the resolution. The last one we have, I think it was superfluous because we already have a grievance committee in the Constitution. The only thing, it wasn't activated under the prior administration. And so now the current administration has been empowered to make sure that a committee, the grievance committee, the committee where people will send complaints and stuff like that in writing, it should be established so that people will be able to file their complaints. It wasn't like that in the past. And so those were the 9 resolutions from the convention. I mean, I wish some of us, we had the opportunity to go further into that, but it wasn't, I mean, it's better than nothing, But I think we should also come out with resolution, because these resolutions, they are good. for the most part. But I think people that help us, because there's a provision in the Constitution that says that anybody who conducts themselves against the goals and the objective of the organization should either be suspended by the General Assembly or expelled. The current leaders or the prior leaders, they held the objective of the organization hostage for almost 3 years, and nothing was done. So the guys are basically going with impunity. And so we are now enforcing that part of the Constitution that says that people that are holding, that will hold the objective of the organization, the smooth operation of the organization hostage, should be punished by the General Assembly. That wasn't done. And I was a little not okay with that. There are other things that I wrote down that I want us to look at, but I wasn't recognized for whatever reason. But that's it, you know. But that's it. Moving forward, we'll continue to make changes. That what the document is it's a living document. As time goes by, we change things in it. All right, but these are not resolution. They are steps in the right direction. We got to put check to certain things, and that's it. So now let me see the last one that we want to talk about tonight before we leave. It has to do with the financial report. How much did we generate from the convention? People want to know. All right, so let's get to that one, and we will call it a night. Now, I want you to hear from the financial team themselves, not from me. All right, so let's get to the financial report here. The people that made the financial report, I listen to them, and we will call it a night after the financial report. Let me get to that quickly here. And the rest of the speeches, we will play them our next show so that you can hear what was said. Oh no, this I'm looking in the wrong area. Let me come here and boom, right here. All right, let's listen to the first portion of the financial report here. Let me listen to the first part.
Our team with the Lapas, here's the information that we received back from them. Okay? The total. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. How much was it? What's Milton? He has that sheet of feedback. Yeah, remember your right on it, minus. Yes. Yeah. Milton. They ain't give it away. Yeah, we need that list. Yeah. So I put it on record. I'm drinking water. I'm drinking a drink. No, you want 11,000. It was 11,170. And then yes. And now we spent. Was 4,920. Okay. So that's it.
Where's Milton?
11.
No, we'll finish. We'll give out the total.
4,920. Okay. Yes. You got one there. All right, we are all right, girl.
We don't know the amount yet. The amount has not been reported.
So you.
So, Charlie, how much did you generate in total?
I already told my financial team. I came up with national financial team.
But why we have to go through Jesus to get to the Father?
We are not going through Jesus to get to the Father. We're going by protocol. Whatever I've been doing in the past, people sell lapa and come and show off and say I do that. It's now what I'm doing.
The chairlady have been to all the various conventions. The national chairlady is in charge, and then she will come to the bottom.
I'm not national chairlady. I am a volunteer.
You're a volunteer. So who is the
help to do that? The head of the committee is Diana.
Yeah, so Diana, you want to tell us how much you generated, your committee generated in total, in fabric?
Well, thank you very much for you. I said we already gave the report. Okay. To our secretary.
To our national secretary, financial team.
So what we got from them was a total the total from the LAPA was 11,100.
generate these funds were 4,920
For an individual, volunteer.
So that would give us a profit of 6,250. Tonight we collected from them a total of $5,870, leaving $380 for them to give to us.
Okay.
That's
So,
right.
quickly, before you go, let me ask hold on, guys. Let's get the thing clear here. So, Madam Treasurer, the committee for the people coming in the hall and all of that, they made a report. So, if you combine that with the fabric funds, how much is total right now?
We put in for national. $11,000. Of course. No, from the lappers.
Don't worry, the calculator already.
I think saying it. Actually, the past the profit is 8,000 profit. So it's like 2,000 different.
Be the opportunity to
Not talking about intake.
yeah, so just see 8,000. No man of finger. Professionals.
So what is that's a total that we give now?
Okay, so we raised, and there is a point of correction that needs to go in file. Now we actually really only got from everything after you took out all expenses, $11,169.
You said that already.
No, that's something else. That's what we got from our gate intake. Okay? So, but there was something else you mentioned too.
Check.
No. How about the these are just the gate intake. What the registration fee is everything on there?
Yes, everything.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay. 8,000. Wow. Money making. Yes. You get nobody else.
All right, y'all. You want to know what y'all total raised this year for your convention?
Yes.
Okay, so total from the convention and the intake and everything, we raised $11,169. From our fabric.
Hold on a second. Let's finish it up here, the last portion of it.
No, from the lappers.
Don't worry, the calculator already.
I think saying it.
Okay, so we raised, and there is a point of correction that needs to go in file. Now we actually really only got from everything after you took out all expenses, $11,169.
You said that already.
No, that's something else. That's what we got from our gate intake. Okay? So, but there was something else you mentioned too.
Check.
No. How about the these are just the gate intake. What the registration fee is everything on there?
Yes, everything.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay. 8,000. Wow. Money making. Yes. You get nobody else.
All right, y'all. You want to know what y'all total raised this year for your convention?
Yes.
Okay, so total from the convention and the intake and everything, we raised $11,169. From our fabric and the t-shirt sale, t-shirts included, right?
No.
T-shirt goes to chapter.
Oh, that chapter? Okay, good. Okay, so the
T-shirt is
fabric sale, we raised $5,870. 70. So cash on hand, the total from the fabric. Oh, what? Oh, we did that already. Do it again?
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
I told her before you check the expenses.
Okay, we will do this again. Okay, so the amount from the proceeds I explained earlier, a point of correction, the amount is $11,169. Okay? From the fabric, the total collected, including the amount spent, was $11,170. Minus the expensive, the cost to bake that was $4,920, leaving us with $6,250. What we received from the committee was $5,870. Added to the amount we receive at the door, we get a total of $17,000.
All right, guys. So there you have it. There you have it. The cash on hand, according to the financial team, $17,039. So that was the amount generated. I mean, they're still getting some money here and there, but the cash on hand that I received, the reporter, we're talking about 17 grand. Okay, $17,039. So we want to say a big congratulations to the delegates, all those that attended the convention for this huge funds. We'll do something for our people back home with the current administration we have right now. And so we want to say thanks to the leadership of the Florida chapter. And you guys are not many, but you did a marvelous job. You know, President Brown and your team, Sis Amelia Tijani and the whole crew over there. I mean, you did a wonderful job. We want to say thank you so much. It's just amazing the work you did over there, you know, buying the food and everything else. I mean, cooking, it was astonishing. We want to say thank you so much. You guys are wonderful people. And that's how we're supposed to do it. You know, that work together, that's why we need responsible leadership. People cannot give their hard-earned money and then few people pocket the money. And that's why we need people responsible right now. And that's why the General Assembly has authorized the current leadership to go after those that have our resources right now, to turn everything over so that the people resources will be used for the intended purpose. All right. Great job to all of us that went to Florida. Again, I want to make a call to the community. When your neighbor house is on fire, you do not pour gas on it. The people of the United Support Association, the membership, they have gone to Florida and they have elected new leaders. Those that are angry in Minnesota, anybody who goes there, that means you are helping to divide us. We don't want division. So if they invite you to their convention, just tell them, go join your brothers and sisters, and then we'll come to the convention. That's the right thing to do. But going to that side, to go and support them, you are exacerbating the unnecessary rift created. All right? So all those out there, all the community organizations, those that have received communication from those that broke away, please do not go to the convention until the guys get on board, okay? You work hard for your money. And so somebody should not be operating illegally and you go there and give your hard-earned money to that person. Come to the organization, decide that is legitimate, the General Assembly, or the resolution. For example, if you go over there right now, whatever money you give, they say we should pursue the people, we should write the communication to them. If they don't listen to us, we should go through the court process. And so you don't want to give the people money, because what you want to do is when you give your money to them, they will go pay a lawyer with your money. And well, that makes sense. That's not a wise way to spend your money. And so instead of going to them to give them money so they can pay lawyers to come and fight a futile battle, just stay away from that convention until they come aboard. That's what you're supposed to do. Again, the voice of SINOE, I'm here. I was elected as a secretary. However, I am still here to speak the truth to the people. So speak the truth. If you don't have use for your money, you can go to the Minnesota Convention and pay for whatever they charge you. The convention is not legitimate. From all indications, all the chapters in the union, they were represented in Florida. North Dakota was there. Minnesota was fully represented. Iowa was represented. Georgia doesn't have a chapter. Georgia was represented. New York was there. New York does not have a chapter. New York there, and they declared they want to be a chapter in the union. North Carolina were fully represented. Which chapter I'm missing? Florida, of course, that's where we're with the host. I mean, all the chapter and non-chapter in the union, the people are represented over there, and they have one voice. So those, if you want, again, the few group of people over there, they are BM. They want to take money from people using the organization name. And the members have already decided, the General Assembly, they are authorized. They say whatever the people are doing over there is legal. And that is why they said our communication should be sent so that they can turn everything over to the new administration. If the guys do not listen, they should go to court. Hence, we are asking all those invited into the illegal Minnesota Convention to stay away. Stay away from that convention. Now, if you do not have use for your money, then you can go there. So the guys can go and put your money in your pocket. It would not be used for the intended purpose. All right. Right now they are using what they call patent, right? In law, when somebody has a patent, they have a right to certain things. When you create something, you go there and do the patent. You claim it. The organization, the board of directors, the guys, North Dakota, or North Carolina, they did everything for USA. And from all indications, it is clear that those guys over there, they are not legitimate. They are not protected by the Constitution. So any attempt to go there, that means you don't have use for your money. You don't want to waste unnecessary funds. You have your family to support. You have other better things to do. So the best bet you can do, if you want to go to that convention, because if you go there, you still have to pay gate intake and all of that. You'll be waste of your resources. All you have to do, the best thing you can do is to stay away. Make a phone call and say, sir, the people went to Florida and they told us that what you are doing is illegal. They will be sending communication to you. If you don't listen to them, they should take you to court. So we can't come here and waste our heart. We do our doubles and what have you, and we'll get our money to you. If you get your act together, join your brothers and sisters, then of course, we can come to your convention and support you. But as is right now, we can't. That's the rational thing to do. If you are a good community organization out there, that's the best thing. If you are an individual out there who cares for unity, who cares for the unity of the SAPO community in the diaspora, which the other guy is trying to divide or has divided, don't go to that side. Now, if the man creates another organization and call it a different name and not operating under the banner of the United SAPO Association, then of course you are obliged to go there. But in as much the man is illegally operating under the patent, under the name of the United SAPO Association, it is not wise for you to go there. It is not. It is the waste of your money. It will be going into somebody's pocket. They will go and dance and go to Liberia and dance, and the children will not be taken care of. That's the right thing you did. Those that came to the convention in Florida, that's the right thing you did. You came there, your money will be accounted for. We'll give financial report as required per the Constitution, and you see line by line, item by item, what your money was used for. That's what we're going to do. That's why we brought experts on board to take care of the financial aspect of our organization. We brought Agnes Danielson, who is taking care of the University of Pennsylvania, over $5 to $10 million budget she's taking care of. So the little money we are generating here is nothing. So the woman knows exactly what she will be doing. All right. The same thing, this financial secretary of our organization now, who is a graduate of the University of Liberia, He worked with the Minister of Finance in Liberia. He has practical experience. So the guys, they know exactly what they are coming to do. And so come on board. If you want the best you can do, talk to those that broke away to join us, to join the union, and start operating over there and say they are having a convention apart from the legitimate convention. That's our call to you. The same way when you have an issue in your organization, we will not support any illegal side. No, we will not do that. We will support the side that is covered by law. The side right now where we have in Minnesota, the guys don't believe in the Constitution of the United Sapper Association. They're not going by any rules we put in place, but they're saying they are United Sapper Association. And so that is not the case here. The other people give their own constitution to you and see what document gives the current breakaway leader the authority. Let him show you. He cannot show you a document. He cannot give you a sentence in our current constitution that covers him. He can't do that. The man is out of authority in the based on the Constitution. The board of directors, the man were not listening to the people. They advising over and over. He's not listening. The elders came in. They told him what to do. He didn't listen. The concerned member came. They talked to him. He didn't listen. The superintendent of Grand Jetta County talked to him. He didn't listen. The president of the Grand Jetta Association in the Americas talked to him. He didn't listen. So if you go over there, you don't have use for your money. You are wasting your money. That's what it means. You don't have use for your money. Don't go to Minnesota Convention. Help us so that we can unite our people. That's what that's the call we are making to you. Join the Myers Mining Administration. Join the board of directors headed by Dr. FARLEY Tarley. Join the co-chairman Boto Jawi. Join the secretary of the board Milton Shibwe. Let us bring our brothers over there on the right side. It is not in your interest, financial interest. It is not right for you to use your money irresponsibly. No, use your money responsibly. Right now, with the current administration, the current team we have right now, whatever donation you make, it can even be tax deductible. We want to put in mechanisms so that whatever you spend to us, you can file that at the end of the year. We are coming with broad professionals on board. We are not joking anymore. It's not time to be sinking and these people give their money to you and you go dance somewhere and pull it in somebody's pocket. No. The time of doing that is over. It's over. It's over. Sooner rather than later, President Francis Myers will lay down the roadmap to reconciliation. We'll put everything on the table. We'll reach out. We'll send a delegation to the guys in Minnesota to calm down. But the first step is to dissolve that convention first. And that's what the General Assembly gave us the mandate to do. We are not doing it on our own volition. We are not coming. It wasn't part of our agenda. Our agenda is to look after the people in Liberia. But again, the people give us the authority. They say, go ahead and do X, Y, Z. Number one, right? The breakaway group, let it turn over everything that they have in their possession for the United Sapper Association. If they refuse, make sure and go to court. That's what the General Assembly said. It's not Francis Myers' decision. It's not Dr. Hayat Puda's decision. It's not Mr. William Manner's decision. It's not the decision of Agnes Donaldson. It's not the decision of Ernest Farley. All right? It's the decision of the General Assembly, the people that gather over there holistically. They say these things should be done. We'll discuss those resolutions with you. And that's what we're going to be acting upon. If the people come back tomorrow and say, you know what, whatever we told you guys, your pull hard to it, your stop it, will stop. All right? We are going back what the people said because it is the interest that we are representing. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Now, again, let me be clear. We are not coming to attack our brothers and sisters over there. We are just coming to talk to them. First of all, we read a communication. President Myers will set a delegation to go engage your guys over there. All right? I mean, that's what we're going to do. Even the General Assembly, they gave us their stipulation, read a communication. We might want to send a delegation first to meet with the guys on the ground in Minnesota, or we can get a ticket for them so they can come, or we'll go to a neutral ground, so we can meet there and sit in the same room as brothers and sisters and talk things over. There is no need for us to fight over something that you are not covered by. It's not in your interest. We want to make sure our brother record is repaired. That's something we're going to do. So to restore the record is to turn over the people's property. And then, I mean, once you do all of that, if you later on you want to have your own NGO, that is within your rights. That's something you can do. But you can't divide the people. When the people give you a united organization, you can't get angry and divide it, you know, because you're angry. Because the people are following the laws, the people that you empower to write a document for us, the people write the document and people are acting on the document of what the people wrote, and you say, no, you're angry. And also anger, we don't lead by anger. We lead by sagacity. We lead by thinking through things properly. It's not anger. Anger, if you're angry, you make wrong decisions all the time. But we are reaching out to our brothers and sisters in Minnesota to come on board. To come on board. It is in your interest. It is in your interest to come on board. Our young brother who was keeping our money before, he did the right thing. When the $45,000 check was illegally sent to him, he did the right thing. And said no, he contacted the board of directors. And next time we'll play the speech of the board chairman, the outgoing chairman. All right, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. But now that's information I should leave with you. The chairman of the board of directors, Mr. Usaa, is no longer the chairman. Is no longer a board member of the USA. So we got to make that information clear. The man said, "I served the people with honor. I did what I could, and it is about time for me to step aside for other people to come in." And so Mr. Sabe to step aside. He wasn't on the ballot in Florida. Let me see here. Let me see. Let's put this right here. Let me see the honorable image here. Well, we'll talk about it more on our next show. But we just want to give you the information. We'll show you the new chairman already. Right here. That's the new chairman of the board, Dr. Farleyson. He's the new chairman of the board of directors. I thought about Mr. Sabe's speech here. Apparently not, because I wasn't ready for him today. All right, so yeah, I didn't put his image here for now on my list, and we'll talk about him next time when we'll talk about his speech, the State of the Union address. We don't want to make it show too long, you know, and that's why I try to reserve some of the information from that place. But our next show will go through a lot of speeches from the guest speaker and all of that. You know, Mr. Farley. Kai Wule, he gave a beautiful speech. We'll go through, we'll look at the guest speaker speech and all of that. All right, so that's what I have for you tonight. I want to say thank you so much. Let me see what are some of the comments are trending here. I can react to them. If you need peace, speak as peacemaker. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm just telling the people not to go there. I'm not provoking fire. If somebody, I don't know what our brother, he paid a plane ticket, he went to Florida, and the whole while he was angry. This is a body. Allah is demarcated. Like last time, my brother is a supporter of CDC. The CDC won election. The other people, they were not best walking around angry. No. You went there, you wanted to, you got angry, you didn't say what you got to say. Hey, the fact that you are angry doesn't mean, I mean, that's what everybody should go with. No. So you go in the competition, you get a view. There are people out there, they don't agree with everything I was saying, but we are going by the majority rule. All right, we'll go by so the majority, they got together and said, this is what we got to do. So getting vexed and say no peace and all that thing, going to court. Our brother just flip-flops. That's what he does. Yesterday, you were preaching against the guy. The other day, you flipping and flapping all over the place. So you do not have a definitive position. You know, a definitive position he doesn't have. He's just flipping all over the place. And you say he's a peacemaker. Tomorrow, you support the other one, you talk against the person. And tomorrow, you say you support the person and talk against the same person. I don't know where you stand now. You got to take a position. If you want to go to Minnesota Convention, go there. That's fine. We are not stopping you. But we have to follow what the General Assembly said. That's what I'm not provoking anything. I just said what the instructions the people give us will be implemented to the letter. That's what I'm saying. So you say I'm provoking. I'm not antagonizing anybody. All right. So that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the deal, you know. So, brother, you can go to Minnesota, you go to the convention. Thank you for coming over there and paying your gift fees. I mean, the people recognize you as from member of the previous administration. They also recognize Honorable Gosted Taffin, who came. That's what we need. You should have persuaded your other brothers to come on board, or sister, to come to Florida. But you came there, the people, they didn't listen to you. You did the right thing. You came to Florida, even though you came with anger. You're angry, you know. But you should have persuaded those people to follow you. And then you guys come and make your case to the people. That's what you should have done. But instead of staying away and you say they should wait for the people that are angry before our children get food in Sino County, we should wait. We shouldn't have election and wait for the people that are angry. No, it's not in our people's interest. It is not about somebody's interest. The man is not entitled to the leadership of the organization. And so you cannot say we should wait for that man before we put medication in the hospital in Dwazon. We shouldn't have election and wait for how long, who knows how long it will take for the guy to be certified. We waited 10 months already. We could have done something for our people. And somebody will go to Florida and say, we shouldn't have election. Let's try to certify the man who everybody talk to and say, you know what, I'm not listening to the people. That's the man we should wait for. That's what they're saying. And I don't buy that logic. I don't buy it. If somebody wants to buy it, I want the same way I'm eating here every day. Let's do something like the children get food on the table over there back home as well. Let's try to put some clothes on the backs of the people. I shouldn't be waiting for somebody for 10 months who is just fighting. So if you want to go to Florida, I mean, Minnesota, that's fine. That is fine with everybody. I am just here. I just told you guys, I am the secretary for the union. Equally so, I have my show before I got involved in the organization. And so I am not going to be quiet when something is wrong. I will say it. And so the people mandated me what I should do. So as we speak right now, I'm working on a communication already. I am the secretary. I'm writing the communication. We'll send it to the relevant authority so they can look at it. And if the editing they have to do, the edit, we'll send it to the brother. We are not wasting time here. Our people time been wasted for years. And we are not going to waste time anymore. So anybody who wants to waste time, you can go and sit down behind the brother in Minnesota, you can do that. That's fine with me. But we want to pursue what the General Assembly told us to do. That's exactly what we want to do. If when people say, that's how you put it, don't go there again, then I'll go out relax. But I'm not going to relax. I am a man who obeys what the people say. If the action of the people is right, I will support it. And the decision the people made is right. And so I will support it. I will pursue it to the letter. We'll write the 10-page communication and write everything detailed so that you can turn over everything to us. Yes. I will say that our people, malaria is killing people in your place. We're not thinking about listening. And somebody will tell me, oh, y'all wait for that man. How can you wait? Who does that? When the people are dying and somebody is telling me to wait. No, I'm not going to wait. I'm not going to wait. If you want to wait for that brother, for our people to drink that water, he can go ahead. If you want to wait for the brother, for our people not to get medication for malaria, you can wait for him. I'm not going to wait. Don't get me started right now, because that hurts me so bad when I see people wasting time for 10 months and our people are hungry and working barefoot. Our children are not in school. They give the brother scholarship and you refuse to give it to our people. And somebody is telling me to wait. No, I'm not going to wait. Waiting is not an option. Yes, don't get me started right now. You are getting me started. Don't do that. Massaquo put that for a reason. The interests of the people is supreme. It's not the interest of somebody who wants to be in power, even though the person is not legitimate. And the people giving the authority, and you're saying, you know what? That's it, peace. The people did. The elders, the wise people in the land, they talk. The brother did not listen. All the concerned members in the union, wise people, they talk to him, he did not listen. The president of the Grand General Association in the Americas, they call him, he did not listen. The queen of our union, they called the brother, he did not listen. The women of our union, they called the brother, he did not listen. Practically, the superintendent of Grand General County intervened. The brother did not listen. And somebody had the audacity to tell me we should wait for the man to be certified before we take care of our people. I said no. No in hell. No. I am not going to wait. As I speak, I started drafting the communication already. We were inducted into office. We were sworn in. That means I will just start at the moment after the finish swearing all in. And so I'm starting my work. So those I want to wait for our children to be in the forest forever and to be just burning babies in the forest and no improvement for their lives, y'all can wait for that man. I'll go wait. I'm not going to wait. No. No. Waiting is not, it's not on the table. Absolutely on the table. It's not on the table. It's off the table. No. Waiting. Those of you that want to, y'all go sing behind the man. Y'all go and sing behind him. We come in so we can wait. Y'all go dance behind the brother. Y'all go. Y'all go dance. I am not going to dance behind a man. We will make sure that the resolutions approved by the General Assembly will be enforced. That's why we are the enforcement arm of the organization. We are the executive. We will enforce the law. We'll go to the next convention and the people say killed by. Of course, we was killed by. We will do so. But I want my people to drink clean water too. I want my people to sleep on them. I don't want somebody to go there and say you hold a mineral bottle and the people are drinking from the creek and you're telling me I should wait for that person. The man telling me, you'll tell me, oh, I carry my own mineral bottle. But the people are not carrying mineral bottle. They're drinking dirty water. And you say, well, we should wait for that man that everybody had talked to, including the representative of SINOE County. This was number 3 on Zaza. He intervened. The brother refused to listen to everybody. And somebody is telling me, oh, why we have election? Let's wait for the man. You think the world revolves around him? No. The world does not revolve around the brother. He is a speck in the universe. So if things doesn't go away, you got to sit down. Somebody can't tell me. It hurts me. I went to SINOE. I mean, I didn't read SINOE. I started Moravia and I saw the people in Moravia, how they were living. And somebody is telling me, you imagine the way people living in Moravia and going in the interior, how the people looking. The people living this. I mean, I don't want to use those kind of words. And somebody is telling me, oh, you know what? Wait. Let pacify the man. Let me crawl into him. You got a long way to go. Me, I will not do the wrong thing, but I will insist doing the right thing. Yes. I will annoy you guys with the truth. I will annoy you guys. So y'all get vexed and go. The brother just angry. I just look at the brother doing the whole convention. He's just angry. The woman is not entitled to giving you a job. No, she's not. Now, Madison alone, you recognize. How can somebody be this petty? This thing that can piss me off. He be the petty. Madison, because the woman recognized me and you vex. Now, Madison alone, you recognize. How can I tell you come? We're talking. I don't care about the recognition. Whether you recognize me, I don't care. Let's do what is right for our people. Why is it that we here in America? I mean, the people here, you sick, you go to the hospital, they take care of you. And we'll have the opportunity to do something for our people. And we hear somebody telling me, we want to beg somebody. We want to be back in the man. Everybody, they are beg their brother. And the man will practically insult everybody. And somebody will come tell me, we can't wait for you. Y'all have a good night. I'm getting out of element right now. I don't want to get out of element. Because when I get out of element, it will not be good. I don't want to. Yeah, the man is just like two-faced. He's just all over the place. Tomorrow he chicken, the next one he goat, the next one he cow, the next one he bird. I mean, who are you? Dr. King said a man who does not stand for something is not fit to live. And I agree with him. You flip-flopping all over the place. How can you be this flip-flopper? How? Why? In a sample land, say kudi, moranyo about kurio. That's a foreign plane. And that's somebody who's scared, flip fly all over the place. Moranyo kudi about kudiri. He will make the decision when it is right. He do the right thing, whether people like it or not. I'm on that kudiri. Unamo kudiri. Nyemo do or suffer that nyemo. Now they have work. That they have work. Now kudiri. I'm on that kudiri no. Follow nyo. Say kudiri no. Say kudiri diriku. Mufane. Follow nyo no dira. Follow nyo no dira. Na kuli. Munyola kuli no kumu. Esa or physical strong. That's kuli is metaphorical. It's in your heart. You strong man at heart. Kuli. Kudidi. You will make decisions certain time. It will not be in the people. Somebody will not like it. But that's how you do it when, especially when it's right. No time to wait. You are right, Honorable. You are right. No time to waste. We are not going to wait anymore. Waiting, those I want to wait, let us sit down. The train will be going. They will follow us later. Yes. They will catch another train. We got to go. Every minute we wait, our people are over there. Their life going backward every day. Time is passing. We can't wait for somebody. It's 11 months now. Since the people started in negotiation. And somebody is telling me, oh, let her not have election. And let y'all be begging out one guy over and over. I'm begging you, man. Me, I will make the Sabbath to do the right thing. Me, I will make her to do the right thing. But in your way there, over and over, I said no. We're not going to bear one person over and over. That you're jolly. That you're put there, account on and way. Then you will climb on Bali. Will pursue the liquor men by all means necessary. Calling to Malcolm X, we will use every means necessary to retrieve our resources legally. Yes. So the people that want to support the men liquor campaign or a co-fees, you haven't go to that convention so the men can use your money and go pay for lawyers. Yeah, because that's what you want to do right now. Nothing. The man is not legitimate, so you'll be fighting. The man is drowning now, so you're going to use you. You know that BN, another BMSP right now, the brother on. Let's use the people there and go to court and use it instead of spending the money on the people who will spend it to the lawyer. The lawyer put it in your pocket and go enjoy himself. And our people are suffering back home. Come on board, let's raise money and do it. How can you divide the money we raise here in North Dakota at that time? How much? Over $50,000. But the guy divided the people until our budget went down. The man is a negative force in the union. And somebody is telling me I should wait. We should wait for him. Oh no. Wait for him. You don't want to wait. Wait for him. Wait for him. I'm not going to wait for anybody. You have a good night. What my music? Anybody who wants to wait, join our team and go wait. I'm not going to wait. I'm glad that you made me the secretary of the union. As soon as the president says, that's how you put it ready, I will go ready. I join my computer. If you got to use computer, I'll get on my phone and drive it quickly and just send it. That's what I'm going to do. Thank to Namale Ulu that sent me to school. Thank to Mr. Zaza that sent me to school. I will use my education to help our people and then to put them in bondage. Yes, I will do that. We can't keep our people in bondage and go there and tell our people, we the sophisticated people, you beat your chest in front of them. And then the people, you can't help them. And somebody is telling me, so I should wait for it. I should wait for him. Oh, no. We the sophisticated people. We want our people to be sophisticated too. We want our people to be, we can't hold them for 10 months, the scholarship not giving. And you say, wow, I think I can piss me off, sir. $10,000. Look at the chairman or name me all that thing. They don't even know how much the brother told when you're going to the library because he didn't make financial report. And somebody is telling me, wait for him. Yeah, sir, go wait for him, not me. The guy in that break plowing you again. You coming proud because they're business, but when it's wrong, I'm not going to pamper any wrongdoer. Just a scene where I don't want anybody to pamper me when I'm wrong. Say it to me the right way, the any way you want to fit and saying it. That's your right. Once I am wrong, say in my face, and my own brother put me on blast the other day. He said, "Oh, you like social media people in the problem." Okay, that brother opinion. Did I get that way? No, that's why he thinks. I'm not mad at him, but I think I'm in the right. I'm not in the wrong. So when people criticize me and say, "Oh, why are you saying that? Why are you speaking? Why are you? What am I doing wrong?" If somebody talk our money, I shouldn't talk. When people are hungry, and somebody go sink, and the people give me the authority and go after the person, and he say, "Oh, he said, we'll be talking peacefully." No, we talk peacefully to the man for 10 months, and he didn't listen. And so right now we're going to be talking legal language now. Yeah, the language of legality will be spoken now. We use the force of legality on the brother and all the followers. That's what we're going to do now. That's the right. So those that want to support the male lawyers, you can go to that convention. Your money ain't get no use. You go there and support that male convention, and so you go to court. And whatever land you put in your pocket and go eat it. That's what you want to do. That's why you want to use your money for. That is what. That's why you up to. Because at the end of the day, the money you spend, because when we win the case, after we finish winning the case, whatever we spend, we were suing again for lost resources. Because we'll use some resources to pay lawyer too. So after we win the case, then we're suing for pain and suffering. We'll pour another lawsuit on him. Because when we win the case, we're going to lie, we're spending our money, we're going to lie go free. No, we're still going to pursue him. He will pay the money back so we can spend it on the people. That money, what he costing us that we'll use, we're going to the money that we should use to take care of our people that will be using to pay lawyer. After we win the case, then we're suing again so he can pay us. It will be a refund. You got to pay that money, but you can't go free. We can't pay that money to the lawyer, and then after we win the case, then we say the man go no. That's the beginning of the process. We want to sue him for all the money that we pay, the time we wasted. You'll pay for that. We are not joking around here. We are not joking. It's time. The revolution is here. With that, how you put that in the driver's seat, we're going to make a vast difference. We want to make that difference in the lives of the people. People of Sano County, you can rejoice again. You got the right people in your authority now. For the next 2 years, you will see something radically happening in your life. You will see it. For the next 2 years, they reduced. Our brother got 3 years. He wasted 3 years. He's still fighting. We'll use 2 years. What you could do in 3 years, we'll double that. You'll see. Because we are coming to work with the board of directors. So when you are working with the guys, what's the reason? Why we're getting a reason to fight you? The guy did not even fight. They protect the interests of the organization because that's what they were elected to do. And somebody is fighting while the guy is doing their job. You want to do that in America? You don't do your work, and you go fight. They will fire you the same day. But in our own community, we can do anything, no respect for each other. What the brother doing and doing the work we're playing working. But when it comes to their own people, then now they beat their chest. Me, I will force you guys to do the right thing. I am calling on all community leaders, all those that were invited to the Minnesota so-called convention, boycott that convention. If you go there again, that means you have no use for your money. Because right now, all the brother is doing, because the people have other rights to go after him legally. And so right now, he's raising funds to pay lawyer. So if you want to pay the brother lawyer fee, then go to Minnesota Convention. You're free to do that. But guess what? The money that we were spending to hire a lawyer, when we win that case, we'll also pursue him. Then he can call you guys again to raise another fund for him. You organize another convention. All right? We will make sure. New day is here. We ain't gonna go home, y'all. All the corrupt market will come down. I let that song. The way we put us singing into our convention. The corrupt market will come down. We'll bring it down and we'll have brought it down. And we'll pursue that corrupt market. Yes, we'll pursue it. We will not let that corrupt market go. So when the God market wants me to leave it now, you got to turn over everything that he has in your profession and bind that convention that the only way I will leave me alone. Yeah, when you want to fire me for your side, take a position, you go ahead. But I will make sure the brother is succumb, because when he disrespected my mothers, my fathers, my elders, my sisters, everybody, and you're telling me say I should wait for him. What is wrong with our people? I'm gonna wait for him. Why? Tell me. For making our people to drink dirty water? That's what I'm gonna wait for him for. Boy, alone. Well, we actually, he alone just sent $2,000 worth of medication to us. This is a thing we're supposed to be doing. And somebody telling me we should wait. One man sending $2,000 worth of medication, and we'll have thousands of dollars in the bank, and somebody say he's fighting. And somebody telling me, oh, wait, we'll bring that Koran monkey down. Have a good night. Monkey song. Now what I want, he hit the wrong one. I'll bring that Koran monkey down. We'll make sure that Koran monkey comes down.
This one a free one. Who Yankee? I don't raise the car a long time. The record, mash up the place.
Okay, you're not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You're not able to bust the rata Babu Nebo. Also, Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Also, Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Once upon the time, in the jungle, there lay so many animals and so many trees. During the day, there were no restrictions, anytime, any day. Anyone used to corrupt and go outside free in the jungle, yeah. After they realized that everything was good, I said everyone were only after the food. Majority of the people went beyond baboon, and few people went beyond okay. The headers of the time made a big mistake. After election, they went and made a selection. So the citizen of the jungle was unsatisfied, so they decided using another caretaker. Who love, who care, who has ability, taking care of the monkey. You're not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You're not able to bust the rata Babu Nebo. Also, Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Also, Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey chop. Monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop yo. Monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop. Monkey cannot get tired. Monkey chop yo. Monkey cannot get tired.
Keeping banana and the chop on. Stealing is a error. A Russian is a error.
Monkey cannot get tired.
Hey, we wanna live life. That's to live a good life. We wanna live life. Can't live for better life. We wanna live life. Can't live for better life. We wanna live life. Can't live for better life. We wanna live life. Can't live for better life.
Okay, you're not able to take care of Babu Nebo. You're not able to bust the rata Babu Nebo. Also, Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down. Oh, Monkey calm down. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey. Also, Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you. Monkey calm down to you.
Yes, the monkey is down. Koran monkey is down. I'm happy. I'm so happy the corrupt monkey is down. And now we're going to bring it down more to the legal process. Yeah, it was Bole Wie, you are right. Now Bole Yangle, we're supporting the corrupt monkey. Man, we will do something for our people. Yeah, Bole Wie is a very nice man. You have been very resourceful to the organization. Man, what getting that Bole Wie and people over there fighting and talking about John Garang. People charted or kill people in your country quoting John Garang, rebel leaders and who they, you know what we're going to waste our time for. Yeah, have a pleasant night. I'm out.